Hey guys, what's going on? This is D.lirious. I am here to report that NAMM 2023 has officially started and ended its day. And the good news that's coming out of NAMM is this guy. This is a Hercules DJ controller. It's called the Hercules Inpulse T7. The Inpulse T7. Now, the thing about this, look at this thing. Look at it right away. Just look at this picture. I'm going to go to another picture. Look at that picture. This is the Inpulse. Look at this picture. And scroll that down a little bit. Get that in the frame that you see it. All right. The thing about this controller, guys, is this controller has moving platters. Moving platters, and they're belt driven. It's a lightweight controller. I believe it's going to weigh less than probably 10 pounds. It's probably going to weigh less than 10 pounds because with these moving platters, what they did was they put in belt-driven moving platters. They have belt drive. Now, back in the day, I used to DJ on belt drive turntables. And it was a pain in the butt to DJ on, but I learned to DJ on them. That's what I started out on, belt-driven turntables. I couldn't afford direct drive, the Technique 1200s. Those had to come later. I had to save money to get a pair of those. But started out on belt-driven turntables. Now, the thing about belt-driven turntables is that back in the day, you know, when you're trying to slow a record down, speed a record up, you get that harmonic change, you get all the change in the vocals and the harmonics and the instrumentals, and everything just drags and just sound crazy. Well, we don't have to worry about that in 2023, right? Because why? We have what is called key lock. Key lock. That locks in the sound. That locks in the vocals where you can stop that platter, move that bitch inside out, move the fader up, the pitch fader up and down, where you don't have to worry about the harmonics changing because it's going to lock, it's going to sink in. And that's what the great thing is about these belt-driven turntables, is that I've been wanting someone to release a controller that was lightweight with moving platters with belt-driven turn. I'm like, if you can why not just put a belt drive turntable out, a belt drive controller out there? Because it doesn't matter. We got key lock now, so it doesn't matter. And you know, back in the day when the belts would wear out or get warped or stretch out or break, we would have rubber bands. We put a rubber band on there. Obviously, they weren't optimized for the turntables. They didn't sound as good, but it made the turntable work. And we had that drag. But now with key lock, we don't have to worry about that. Now, the thing about this controller is that there is some things missing. There are some things missing on this controller, right? There's no booth. You don't have a booth. You do have XLR masters in the back. That's great. There's not a lot of connectivity. It's only a 2-channel controller. All the boards are Serato. All the effects are Serato effects and DJ Juice, which is Hercules, their very own software, their effects. The the up faders are a little short, but they said that you can switch out this crossfader, and you probably can put a Magville crossfader in here if you wanted to. You probably can swap that out. But it also has, you go here, it also has stems already built into the pads where you don't have to change anything. It's already there. They have, I don't know if we can see this. Let me see if I can get this up some. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if we can get this up so you can see this. You can't see it much, but you got instrumental here. You have vocal here. So you have dedicated instrumental and vocal pads. And you have, I believe, these buttons, which is the parameter buttons, are also going to double as your pitch bend. I believe these are going to be your pitch bend buttons. And I think here, we can't really get a, let me see if I can go back on this thing. Can't really get a good look at that, but I think that that's your effects. I'm sorry, your, yeah, we can't get that open. Your beats, your beat loops. So there's a lot to be excited about this thing. And look at the price. Look at the price. $699, $700. Super affordable. Probably not worth much more than that. Even though with the moving platters, it's probably not worth more than that because of all the things that it doesn't have. but it does have the moving platters, which is great. That's the thing we're looking for as DJs, or as what I'm looking for. Some lightweight that can control the software, do everything. It's not going to do all the tricks you can do with one of the bigger controllers with a lot more effects, but it's going to do some things. It's going to do some things. This is going to be a hot seller. I can guarantee Hercules that this guy is going to sell thousands and thousands of controllers for them. And when they release the 4-channel, if they ever release a 4-channel, that's going to be twice as better. That's going to be twice as good. Twice as good because it's going to have the connectivity that we're looking for probably. It's going to have onboard effects. It's going to have those paddles. It's going to have the stems. It's going to have the moving platters. It's going to have a long crossfader. It's probably going to not weigh no more than 15 pounds. It's going to be everything we're looking for. All the connectivity. They put that power bank, put the power brick on the inside so it can just be an IEC. If you're listening, Hercules, an IEC power brick, just the cable. Put the power brick on the inside of the controller. That can be done. Who cares? That's going to weigh about a pound or two. We don't give a shit. We want that inside. We just want the IEC cable on the outside so we can have a universal cable where we can grab any cable or any plug that we have and just, and be ready to be operational. But yeah, and also this thing doesn't have 2 laptops. That's huge. We certainly want to have 2 USB controls on this thing, and this doesn't have it. They don't show anything on the back, and there's probably a reason why they don't show the back, is, they don't have a lot of connectivity on it. But they do have moving platters. And that's the most important thing, is those moving platters right now. They do have that. So anyway, guys, I want to give credit and big shout out to Mojax because he's the one that broke this information. I'm stealing information from Mojax. You go over and check out his channel. Or he did some reporting from NAM. He's going to do some more reporting on some of the other items that are available tomorrow. NAM will go on until the 15th. And then there's NAB, N-A-B, which is out in Las Vegas. And that starts on the 16th of April, or 15th or the 16th, one of the two. So people going from NAM will probably end over at NAB in Las Vegas. But yes, this is on the horizon. It's supposed to come out in June. I don't know when they're going to do pre-order, if they're going to do pre-orders on this, but this is supposed to come out in June. It's going to be $700 US. 700. I'm going to grab one. I wish I can grab one right now. I wish I can grab one today. I just want to play around with this thing and see what it do. I've got the Rain one. I'm not that happy with that. I've got the FLX10. I'm more happy with that than the Rain one. I've probably owned 20, 25 controllers in my lifetime trying to find the right controller. And, I haven't found it yet, but I'm not giving up. So they're on the verge of doing it. Somebody's going to get it right, and I'm going to have the right controller, and I'm going to be set for life. But this one is on the horizon, guys. This is what's next. This is coming up. Get your money, save your money up now. If you don't have any. This is even a good beginner's controller for a beginner DJ. I mean, it's going to be a professional. You're going to see a lot of professionals using this thing. I'm going to have it. I'm going to try to use it if it works right, and if everything is on point, I'm going to have it and I'm going to use it. But if you're entry level, stay away from all that entry level shit. Save your money. Get this guy. Get this guy. This guy is only $700. Get you into moving platters. Let you get the feel for that, for moving platters. I don't know if you do or don't want to do that, but it's great to learn on those. You can always do static platters because everything out is static platters. But I think a lot of the industry is going to move this way to belt-driven moving platters because it makes the DJ controller a lot lighter because you don't have all that direct drive, heavy ass mechanisms where it's trying to, move platters where you can stop it and start it in the beginning and at any point in the song. Now the belts probably will wear out on this thing. So you might want to get yourself some extra belts and have those on hand because they'll probably warp and get worn out just like, any other, and they're made out of rubber, I think. I don't know what these are, but back in the day, they were just like rubber bands, basically. So yeah, but this is out there. let's get this, guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm excited about this for 2023. It is the Hercules Inpulse T7 controller.